Hello and welcome to Board Game TV. It's Fantasy Friday and we're playing Pathfinder Rise of the Runelords. And we are on Scenario 4, Adventure 5, and we are playing under jorgenfist. Alright. More dark secrets lie beneath the stones of Jorgenfist. Among them are remnants of a strange fallen civilization called Thessalonian. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Defeat the life-twisting mistress of these dungeons, the Lamas Selaval and Zalazar, to learn more of Thessalonian secrets. Okay, so we have two villains this time, and it says you must defeat both villains to win this scenario. After you defeat the first villain, do not check it to see if it escapes. Instead, place it next to this scenario card. When the second villain is defeated and would not escape, banish it. Then put the first villain on top of the current location deck and choose a character at that location to immediately encounter it. Okay, and then we get a skill feat if we win this one. Now, I lost the last one before this. That was the first time that I had lost one of these. And I want to get back on my winning ways. But I also noticed something. I'm not playing with a good strategy, I don't think, because I'm going and just trying to beat the villains. And I'm not getting any good items that could help me, or weapons, really. Maybe one every now and then, but for the most part, like that wisdom check is what killed me on the last game, on all these characters. And it was just, I need better weapons and stuff like that too. It's starting to get harder and harder to beat some of these guys. I'm starting to have to use them more and more. So, I don't know. I should start trying, I guess, better to get some of these things. As far as locations, we have Desecrated Vault, the Mountain Peak, Giant Lair, Garrison, and Thessalonian Dungeon. Alright, so let's see what we have here. I'll probably do Mountain Peak. Well, I could do Desecrated Vault. Let's see here. I'll probably do Desecrated Vault with Kyra, just because I need a wisdom check to close this. So let's go ahead and start that. And it says here, if you would defeat a Bane with the undead trait here, roll a 1d6. On a 1, the monster is undefeated. Okay, and we have Swipe spell here, and I can get this for 6. Let's see. Well, that rolled. I do get it, even though I rolled a 4. I get my bonuses, so I got Swipe. And I guess we'll play a Blessing. Ooh, that one, and we're gonna keep going. And I have a Stone Giant. Damage dealt by the Stone Giant is dealt to each character at this location. He has a 16 combat. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably use my War Razor here, which gives me actually 3 D4s. And my Strength, which is also going to give me 4. Now I only need a 16 to beat it. So let's see what we got. Alright, see, I have 3, 5, which is 8, 10, 12, 12 and 4 is 16, and then plus 1 is 17. So I beat it, barely, but I beat it. So that's good. Alright. Do I want to keep going? This place has 4 monsters, so yeah, might as well. We'll play the Blessing of Lamatsu and we'll keep going. I mean, hand chopper. Here's this damn thing again. Okay, well, alright. I have to do 1d4 combat damage. 2. Okay, I can recharge this, but I have to discard 1 card from the top of my deck. It was Define Traps. Oof. Okay, and that's it for Kyra. Let's go Valeros. And he needs to get a strength check here at the giant lair. The difficulty to defeat monsters with the giant trait is increased by 2. It's got 4 monsters there, so see what we got. Well, we have a giant, and it's going to be 2, so it's 17. Damage dealt by a hill giant is dealt to each character at this location. All I have is my lowly quarterstaff, so we'll go ahead and use that. We're going to use my strength, which is a D10, and then 2 D6s. So I should be decent at that. Well, I rolled a 10 there, so that's 16 right there. So we beat it, no problem. Problem is I don't have another weapon. But I tell you what. Oh man, I could use that guy. I'm going to press my luck. I'll use 1 blessing. And press my luck. And we have magic studded leather armor. Constitution fortitude 5. Alright, so D8. No, I don't get that. Okay. Alright, I think we'll end it there. Alright. Ezra here, let's see. Well, he could go here and succeed at intelligence. He's good at that, or arcane. So yeah, so we'll send him here. If you play a spell with the arcane trait, you may immediately draw a card. Okay. Great Club 3. See now, there's no way he could get that. I don't even have a blessing. And that's sad because I would really like to have that. But okay, that's just bad luck. Okay, let's play this person right here. And Shayla, and we have the scrying here. And intelligence arcane 10. No, don't get it. Okay, well that's fine. And that's it for Ezra. Okay, back to Kyra. Let's draw some cards here. Let's see what we get. We have a henchman, Tyrant Troll. Okay. Damage dealt by the Tyrant Troll is increased by 2. Add 1d8 to checks to defeat the Tyrant Troll using the fire trait. Oh, I don't have that weapon. If the trait does not have either the fire or acid, he is undefeated. Well, that is terrible. So he will be undefeated. Well, that's just bad. He's 15. So, I guess we will use our Warhammer. And use strength. I think he has a giant trait, but I want to save him. But I would like to have that fire. Yeah, there's no way I could do that. He's only 15 though, so he's not that bad. I'll discard the Warhammer and add another 6. Maybe I can get my fire thing here. He's gonna be undefeated though, so that's gonna be a problem. Well, okay, it's 8, 10. I don't know why I have that there. 14. Plus 1 is 15. Barely got him. So, yeah, but I'm going to shuffle him back in the deck. He's undefeated. Okay. I'll play a blessing and we'll explore again. And this time we have a cave bear. He has 16 to beat. Unfortunately, I don't have any more weapons. I have Holy Light, but let's see. Discard to decrease if your character Let's see here. Let me think what I want to do. I could use Holy Light. Yeah, I guess I'll have to use Holy Light. Okay, 8 and 6 is 14. Plus my bonus is 3. So 17. So we beat it. And let me see if I can recharge Holy Light. I cannot. So Holy Light is gone. And that will be the end of that turn. Alright, Valeros. Alright, here he got some weapons now. Let's see what we got. An ogre. He's a giant, so he's going to be 2 more, so he's going to be 16 to beat him. Alright. Use my dog slicer here. 10 plus 1d6, and then I'll add another d6. Okay. Well, that's terrible. That's a 1. Alright. But, let's see. That is 10, 11, 14. Where's my dog slicer? Oh, if any d6 roll for this weapon is a 1, counted as 3. Okay, then I have to discard it. Okay. Alright, so that's 7 and 6 is 13. Plus 3 is 16. So we beat the guy. No problem on that. Alright, so I'll play his blessing and we will explore again. Ghoulbat. 17 to beat this guy. Whew. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's getting a lot harder to beat these guys. Okay, I'll use my long sword. My 1d10, 1d8. And I can add a 1d6 because I can recharge it. When you play a weapon, you may recharge it instead of discarding it. So I don't have to discard it. Alright, let's see. 6 and 5 is 11. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. So we beat it, and I'll just recharge my longsword. And I think that'll be it for him. So let's go to Ezrin. Draw him a card. And let's see here. Oh, here's a villain right here. After the encounter, if Zelazar dealt damage to you, bury 1d random cards from your discard pile. Okay, 21 to beat this guy. Ugh. Okay, so let me see what I can do. Now, I have the best spell I have is Scorching Ray. However, I have the Alkalite that can help me. So let's get my Divine 2d6 and we'll recharge the Alkalite. Excuse me. Okay, well that's not a bad roll. 9 and 6 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. And then plus another 4 is going to be 23. That is enough to beat this thing. So I didn't take any damage and I beat it. Okay. So what we have to do, remember it says after after you defeat the first villain, do not take a specific step, place it next to this scenario card. Okay. So, but we can close this location now. And we have to succeed at Intelligence or Arcane 7. So let's do so. 12. That's no problem. So we have closed our first location. So the Thessalonian Dungeon, and it has no effect when it is closed. Okay. See a blessing, which I didn't even have to roll for that because the villain let you automatically close it. Alright. Come on, weapon. Got no weapon whatsoever, and this place is full of freaking monsters. Okay, well, let's go ahead. And we have this guy right here. Okay, if it doesn't have fire or acid, it is undefeated. Well, that is crap. Ah. I'm hitting bad luck with these things again. Alright, I may do the swipe spell, which will lower this thing's... if your character is attempting to check, you may roll the arcane or divine die plus 1d8 for your combat. Okay, well, alright, I can do that. Plus 1d8. But it doesn't have either of those things, so I may have to play a blessing. We'll see. I'll take it. I got the breastplate. Okay, that's 12. And then my divine is 3. So that is 15. So I'm going to take 1 damage. I'll get rid of one of these. And we'll put him back in the deck. Alright. So let's see if I can keep this spell or have to discard it. I have to discard it. And that is the end of his turn. And he's doing very poorly. Valeros is still here. Let's get him some weapons. Okay. Belt of Giant Strength. He should not have a problem getting this. And he doesn't, so he gets that. And let's see here. I'll play this blessing, and we're going to continue on. Alright. As immune, it does not have magic. Well, good. My short sword does have magic. Okay, so I just need a 14. It's not that hard. 10 and d6. 9 and 2 is 11. Plus 1 is 12. And then plus my strength. So, there we go. It's 15. So we beat that. Let's keep going. We'll discard this guy. Actually, I'm not. I'm not going to keep going. We're going to stay. We're going to stay with that. That's the end of the turn, because he can help me on a giant against a giant. So Ezrin, where does he want to go? Well, if you encounter, let's go to. He's going to go to the garrison, and the garrison is. If you encounter a monster other than a villain or a henchman, each other character at this location must summon and counter that monster. So we only want one person at that location. So let's see what we have. And we have, god damn it. Again, I can't get that. That's a great weapon to get, and I have nothing to help me get it. So we'll discard the pixie here, and we're going to explore again. Lesser bolstering armor, constitution, fortitude, can't get it. Alright, well that'll be the end of his turn. Okay, Kyra, you were still here. Let's get you a couple more cards. There's that flaming mace. Okay, so we have magic spyglass. We need an 8. And we get it. We'll discard this guy to explore. Alright, here's this guy again. I'm going to use my flaming mace. It has the fire trait. So I'm going to have to use a blessing. So give me another. There we go. Okay, that's 12. That's actually pretty good. 16. So we beat that monster. Alright. Okay, I think that'll end his turn. I don't want to get too cocky. Next turn is Valeros. We have a longsword plus 2. Now I'd really like to have this. Fortunately I don't have blessing, but I can add 1 to my strength check with this. So maybe I can get lucky. 7. Plus 3, I get it. That's a good sword. Okay. Like to have that. And get rid of that. Alright, that's the end of his turn. Ezrin will go again. And he has the other villain. Here we go. Alright, let's see what it says now. You must, alright, after you defeat, do not, if it escapes, when the second villain is defeated and will not escape, banish it. Well, he would escape. So, we just got to beat him. This thing is 21. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to check to see if I keep my Scorching Ray. And I got to keep it. I just got to recharge it, so I need another card. Okay. Alright, I have my Lightning Bolt. So let's use that. Try to beat this guy. Okay, 10, 20, 23. Alright, so we beat that. Can I keep the Lightning Bolt or do I have to discard it? Oh, I have to discard it. See, you may examine after you play spell. Yeah, okay. Well, I gotta discard the Lightning Bolt. That sucks, but this guy will escape, so let me get that worked out. Okay, so I got my card reshuffled. Ezrin closed the garrison. There was no real thing for that. So let's go to Kyra. And we have the villain again. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Oof. Okay, well, I don't have any spells. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use this wand here and do a 1d4 plus 4. Shit, 5. Okay, so I'm lowering it by 5, which, oh, well, oh, man, thing's divine. Okay, here I'll just do this. I'll play the blessing. I'll get 2 dice. Bury this card. God dang it. And I'll get 2 dice extra. So I got my 2d8s. Another d8 and a d6. I need 21 to beat this guy. Okay, let's see what this is. This is 10 plus 4 is 14. Plus another 4 is 18. Plus 1 for my Flaming Mace is 19. And 19 plus 3 is 22. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so we beat this. On closing, each character may recharge an item from their discard pile. Well, let me see if I have an item I could recharge. I do not. But that location is closed. So, and now we have to have another blessing and mix these two up, put these in here. So let me do that off camera. Alright, so it's Valeros' turn. He's still at the giant lair, and then we have a door spike. Alright, well, it's a trap. Let's see here. I could use the thieves' tools, so let's see. Alright. Dexterity is 8 plus 1. I get to add another 1. I need a 12 or higher. That's not going to cut it. 7, 8. So, no. So I'm going to take 1d4 combat damage. Of course, 4 combat damage. I'll recharge this, which will reduce damage by 4. Okay. And that is it for that. I'm going to have Ezrin come over here. And let's see here. He gets, we have a blessing here. Well, he doesn't have wisdom or divine. He needs dexterity to stable. And he can get a 6. But he doesn't. Okay. And that's the end of his turn. And now I'm going to have Kyra come over here. And let's see what we get. We have a henchman. This is Lacheniser. Before the encounter, succeed at Arcane Divide 10, or you may not play spells with the attack trait. Doesn't matter, I don't have any spells. Okay, so I need to beat this guy at 16. Okay, but he's going to be 18 because he's a giant. But Valeros is there, so I can use this. I have my Flaming Mace. And I think I'll play my Charmed Red Dragon. I'm going to recharge it to add 5. Okay, well that's 6. And there's my strength, which is 4. That's 10. That's 17. Plus 1 is 18. So we beat him. And now I have to roll a 12-sided die and I hope to get a 1, and I did not, so I can just recharge him. He's fine. And we beat this. Now, succeed at his strength melee 10 check. Okay. Well, there's no way I'm going to do this unless I roll a 6, so. And I didn't. So I couldn't close the location. But that'll be the end of the turn. Let's play Valeros. Here's the villain. Well, shoot. See, because I couldn't close that, I screwed that up. Yeah. Alright, so I can beat this guy. Get my stuff here. And I think I'm going to use my Impaler of Thorns here. 1d8 plus 2. Okay. So, let me get my strength. And then a 1d8. And then it's going to reduce the difficulty by 2, so it is now at 19. And I recharge him to add another 1d4. So hopefully I can get a good roll here. Alright, so I have 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 2 is 15 because of the thorns. It gives me a plus 2. And then 4 is 19, which if you subtract 2 from it, that is exactly what I needed. So, okay, so we're going to close this location. It says for the rest of the scenario, the difficulty to defeat monsters with the giant trait at any location is decreased by 2. And we'll flip that over. And we know she's going to the mountain peak. So we fought this lady like several times. And she just keeps coming back. Alright. Alright, it's Ezrin's turn. Now we won't have to do at the start of because we're not at the mountain peak. But it says at the start of your turn, succeed at a wisdom or survival 7 check or bury a card. But we won't have to because we're not there. So we're going to go ahead and see what the mountain peak holds for us. It is Donkey Rats, combat 11. That's not too bad. I'll use one of my lesser spells for that. I have Force Missile. So 2d4 and a Divine. Okay, beat that no problem, but we do have to roll a d6. And we rolled a 6, so we don't have to summon anything. So that's the end of that turn. And let me see what I want to do with my Force Missile. 2, 3. It is not good enough, so I have to get rid of that. Okay, next up is Kyra. He will go here. And he doesn't have to do that Wisdom Divine thing. And we have Invasion Plans. Wisdom Survival 13. Alright, yeah. Well, let's see what I can do. No. So we just get rid of the barrier. And I'm going to use the Magic Spyglass, which is going to let me discard this card, examine the top 3 cards of the location, and put them back in any order, which is what I'm going to do. Let me see, we have Blessing, a Reverend, Reflecting Shield. So I guess I'll put them back in that order. Okay, so Valeros is going to come there. And we're going to get this Blessing. And it's a Dexterity Disable. And he actually gets, what's 1? He gets that, so he can keep it. And we'll just go ahead immediately and use it. And we have this Reflecting Shield. Constitution Fortitude 7. And I can technically get that. And I do get it. That's pretty good. So I'll take that. Let me see what I'll do. That's gone there. But that's it. He can't go anymore. So his turn is done. So now Ezran, who was there, has to do a Wisdom Survival 7 check. So let's see. He can get it, but it's going to be hard. No, he can't get it. So I have to bury a card. And I'll bury the Thieves' Tools. So that's fine. And did I flip over one of these? Just in case I didn't flip over one. I may have flipped over one, but just in case. And let's see what happens here. And we know it's the Reverend. Alright. It has combat at 16. I will probably use the Scorching Ray, which is 2d6 in my Arcane. Wow, that's alright, that's good enough right there. 17. So we beat that. And let me see. Yeah, I can recharge the Scorching Ray. Let me see here. And I'll play the Sage, and we are going to explore again. We find this Blessing right here, which is Dexterity Disable. Maybe with the Wisdom. No, can't get it. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, that's the end of the turn. Kyra's turn. Let's see what we have there. He has to do the Wisdom Survival, or he has to bury a card. But he passes. And we have this henchman here. 17 to defeat. Okay, so alright, we know Valeros is there, so I'm going to take a 1d4. I have my Flaming Mace, which I will just go ahead and use all the way, which is going to give me my strength and melee. Plus a d8. And I'm going to discard it to add another 1d4. Okay, what's 8, 12, 13, 14, and my strength bonus with 4 is 18. That is just enough, wow, to beat that guy. So we beat that guy. So we know the villain will pop up. So I have to get rid of my Flaming Mace though. And that is the end of the turn. And so Valeros will just go ahead Yeah. Here's the villain. We got to fight this villain now. Oh, wait a minute. We can go ahead and fight the villain, because then we'll have to add her in there after we beat this guy, because he won't escape. Okay, so we have to do a wisdom check, or we have to bury a card. There's no way he passes it, so I'm going to go ahead and bury the shock longbow. And now we will fight this thing. And we have a long sword +2, which we just got. So I'm going to do my strength 1d8, and I can add another 1d6. Okay, well, that's 14, 19, 20, 21, and then my strength bonus makes it 24. So we have beaten that guy, so that guy is done. I can recharge my longsword, and then we have to take that villain and shuffle him back into the deck. And then once we defeat this villain, we are good to go. Okay, so it's Ezrin's turn. Let's draw him some cards. Not a great hand. Let's see what we have. Cryptic message. Intelligence, knowledge 10. We will discard, add 2 to my check. So let's see. No, nowhere near close. Okay, well, that'll be the end of his turn. Kyra's turn. And Kyra will not explore. Yeah, that'll be the end of Kyra's turn. So let's go ahead and do Valeros. He will go. And let's see, it was a good thing we didn't have him go. We got to just beat Zalazar here. Okay, so I have my short sword. It's not as good. However, we're going to get our strength melee. We're going to add 1d6 and then another d6. And just recharge that card. Then I have the soldier here. And I want to recharge him to do another 1d4. And just for overkill's sake, I'm going to add 2 dice to do a combat strength check, which should make it to where we beat this clown no problem. Okay, well, that's 10. That is 18. It's 20, 21 right off the bat. So we beat it no problem. Okay, so we beat this one. Not too bad. The villain kept going everywhere. And so the next adventure will be the last of Scenario 4. Although I didn't really get much of what I wanted. That's kind of crappy, but hey, we have to deal with it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, have fun.